want to harness the power of AI to drive business strategy, innovation, and transformation. Whether you are planning to enroll or just exploring your options, you are absolutely in the right place. So, I'm thrilled to be joined today by two of our distinguished team members, Mr. Prashant Priyadarshi, Program Manager, IT and Computing at UniAthena, and Ms. Fatima Rasi, Head of Business Academic Programs. So they will be walking you through what the program covers, how the learning journey works, and how you can apply. So before we begin, a quick reminder, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat at any time. We will be addressing them during our Q&A session toward the end of today's event. So let's get started. I now invite Mr. Prashant Priyadarshi to take us through the program details and what makes the MPA in AI in business such a future-proof qualification. Over to you, sir.
Hey, thank you, Lynn, for this wonderful introduction. So, good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. And today, I'm very much excited to talk to you about something that is transforming every industry or corporate around the world. And that particular fascinating topic is AI, that is artificial intelligence. So, before going, like a deep dive into it, let's see what's today's agenda. So, so first we will start with the basics. I'll discuss about what exactly what is AI and why it is important, a little bit about its history and where it is heading in the future. Next, we will talk about why AI is becoming a game changer for business and why it is no longer optional for leaders or maybe like market peoples or executives to understand it. Then we will also share what is unique about our MBA curriculum. It's not just a plain theoretical module or courses. It's a, a blend of lab sessions, case studies, and a lot of data sets. So, basically, it is designed especially for industry professional like you. We will also explore various careers in AI for business leaders and executives like you. After that, we will introduce to our master's program from our, reputed university, that is Marconi University, Italy. Additional to it, we will also discuss about two additional certifications, that is CIQ from the UK and CMI UK. Further, you will also learn about UniAthena's our learning platform, how this UniAthena provides a very flexible, affordable, and accessible platform to learn from anywhere across the globe. And finally, we will discuss about the admission process, eligibilities, fees, and support we provide to our learners. So, without wasting any time, let's get started and see how AI can shape the future of business and your career. So let's move to our basic, definition about AI. So, there is a lot of confusion among people that what is AI, because we actually don't see what is AI. We just experience in different applications. So a general question is, what exactly is AI? Okay, so basically, I'll start with very scratch. Okay, so just think that AI is a branch of computer science. It's a technology that was devised from the domain of computer science. And the goal of this technology is to make machine learn, think, and make decisions like humans. Now, when I say machine, it doesn't just mean a computer. It can be any device. It can be electronic device, electrical device, or even electromechanical devices also. As long as any machine or any devices which has some memory or any storage space where information can be stored, and these devices are also having a processor so that it can handle some kind of information. So these all things can be defined as a machine. Okay, and these machines can think like a human, act like a human and also make decisions like humans. So just take few examples, okay, like maybe your smartphone, it's also a machine. Another example you can take from your car, that is GPS system in your car, it's also a machine. Even the washing machine in your home is a machine. So this washing machine has a memory to store program and a processor to decide how long to wash or dry or rinse. So these all functions that is like implemented or embedded in your machine are these are programmed in a microprocessors, and then they have some memories, and they have been trained, they have been programmed in such a way so that they can take some decisions. Okay, but as an important part for AI, that it's need data. For AI to work, it needs data. Think of data as an experience for machine. So just like we human learn from experience, okay, the same way machine learn from data. So when I call that AI is learning, so it means that any machine is in training. So they are in training phase. Training means AI is looking for data or looking into data, finding patterns and understanding how things are connected. So from this training, actually, once we have a lot of data and our machines are exposed to this data, so our actually machines try to find some patterns out of it. And based on these patterns, they build a model. Okay, so basically what is the model? We come across a lot of time that machine learning models, AI models, but try to understand model is just a simple mathematical equation. Okay, so it's a mathematical equation that connects input to the output. So input can be different parameters, different variables, and output can be your independent variables, or maybe sometimes it is dependent variables. So when we call it independent variable and dependent variables, so dependent variables will be your output and input will be all independent variables. So there is a relationship between these inputs and output, and then they built a model that is also known as a mathematical equation. So just I will give you one more example. So let's think like you gave a lot of images of like images of cats and dog to any AI machine or system, and all these images are labeled as cat and dog. So it will, what AI will do, AI will look for patterns, that what are the patterns, what are the features of a cat and what are the features for a dog. So when the AI model learns from this bunch of photos, now when you hand over a new photo of any cat or dog to this AI machine, so now your AI has built up a model, and now your AI is capable of recognizing this pattern. So whenever any new dog or a picture of any new dog or any cat you will give to AI, so they will recognize based on the learning that whatever who is dog and who is cat. Okay, so this kind of like mathematical equation has been created by your model. Normally like when you are quite aware of Python, you can also build this model by yourself. Okay, so this is all about models. But again, the question is how AI makes decisions. Okay, so this is how, when a model is trained on some kind of historical data, so he comes to know that at what situation, what kind of decisions were taken. So that based on those points and connecting those dots, he or they can also make decisions. So this is how AI can make decisions based on the historical data. So that's why like you have come across a lot of high-end models nowadays, large language models. You can see they give you a very well defined, or like a detailed uh, definition of any topic. So how they come to these points? Obviously, they have been trained on a lot of data so that they can take some decision that what could be the exact meaning of this topic, and then they deliver the same to you. Okay, so if you see nowadays AI systems can do many tasks. Like earlier like they have their limitations, but nowadays if you see, like they can recognize speech. Like we have an application like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistants we are having. They can recognize images, like we all have like like unlocking our phones through our images. So that is also an AI machine that is embedded in your cell phones. AI can translate languages, like we have an application like Google Translate, so they can convert any language from English to Chinese or Chinese to English and vice versa. So, like these kind of application are made using AI technologies. Apart from that, recently you must have heard about Tesla self-driving cars. So how they are working? They are totally working on the AI technology. And these AI technologies is a very basic technology which takes or which learns from lot of data, and then they are being capable of taking any decisions. Okay. So basically, in simple terms, AI is like giving brain to a machine. So we feed our machines with experience in the form of data. Okay, so all the data is a kind of experience for the machine, and then we let them to take some smarter decisions, just like human. Okay, so I hope like this is a basic definition of AI, how it works, and like how it can be implemented in any technology. So I just give you an example from the concept of machine, but don't think that machine is all about only this kind of electromechanical machines. Like the laptop or PCs that we are having. So we already have a lot of application on that. Nowadays, these applications are using AI inside it, and they are providing a lot of services to us. Now, if you can see, like PDF editors are there, or maybe image generator are there. These are online applications available to us. So these all applications use AI in some form, and they are providing this kind of services to us. So if we move to our next slide, that is talking about historical roots and future relevance. So, like we will take a little bit of information that from where this AI came, and what is, like what would be the future. So from the history to the future, we will see the journey of this AI. So basically, it started in 1950s, okay, and back then, like computers were very basic. They used to work on very basic logic. So those logics were known as rule-based system. So rule-based system is like if the temperature is above 100 degree, then turn off the fan. So like this is kind of a logic-based system. So if like if washing machine is getting heated, or any machine is getting heated above 100 degree or 200 degrees, shut off the machine. So these kind of rule-based system were there initially when this computer system started. But after that, once AI was introduced, so there was a system came automation and decision support. So what happens automations? So what happens actually, we don't have to give them only the like a rules and regulation, or set a kind of rules for them or policies for them. They can take some decision by their own. Okay, so we train them on the data. Let us consider a machine is there, and we train them on a lot of data, like thousand parameters, that okay, whenever machine gets heated above 200 degrees centigrade, then obviously what we did, we slowed the speed of the machine. But when the temperature goes beyond 400 degrees centigrade or 500 centigrade degree, then obviously we have to shut down the machine. So now these kind of parameters, different parameters, that at what stage what action need to be taken. So these kind of like systems or decisions can be taken by AI himself. So based on the trained on the historical data, now they can take some decision, not only one decision, different kind of decision they can take. They can reduce the speed of this machine, they can shut down the machine, or they can send a message to the owner of the industry or that particular setup, that please shut down the machine. So like that was not too much advanced, but yes, it used to save time and reduce a lot of manual work, and that was known as automation and decision support system. But after that, like once the big data came into picture around 2000. So what happens actually, the computer's processing capability increases, and the amount of data that was impossible at that time to train. So it became possible that now the machine can be trained on huge amount of data. Now, like there is a contradiction also. People says that, like if uh, computer processing speed were not enhanced, not increased, then also we could have came into this AI era. But trust me, it is not going to happen, or it would have not be possible, because it was impossible that to train your machine on a huge number of data that we can do now using big data. Because now we have different servers connected together. Okay, we have cloud computing technologies over we can connect to different servers and we can train our model to different data. Otherwise, like we would have sticked to the statistics world, but now we call it a machine learning world. That this is the difference between statistics and machine learning, because in statistics also we used to deal with the data, but at that time there was not such processing power, not much capacity to handle the data. That's what statistic remain statistic. But nowadays, if you see how the journey of machine learning and AI and the large language model, so obviously the efficiency to store large amount of data and the processing power of computer has opened the door of this like automation decision support system to reach to his next level. Okay, that's why like machine learning, or when we call it predictive models, there are a lot of predictive models are there in the market, and these all predictive models are like build on these machine learning models or AI models. And if you try to understand using general examples, then obviously you can see the example from the retail industries. They have started predicting customer demands. Hospitals have started predicting patient risk. Banks have started predicting loan defaults. So these all things are like implemented on some kind of data. That is, you can data, and you can tell that these data are coming up with a lot of predictive models. Because if there is no data, you cannot make any models, because through data only you design a model, or you design a mathematical equation, and then only you come up with some predictive model. Okay, so these are the historical, like path that how the AI started slowly, slowly. But now in the last few years, you can see a bigger picture. Okay, where generative AI, natural language processing, or computer vision kind of technologies are coming into picture. So generative AI tools like ChatGPT or DALL-E. So these are the like tools which are making AI more extensive, and they are trying to like do human-like task also. If I want to generate a kind of problem, so obviously just I will give the prompt to the chat GPT, or there are a lot of large language models. You can just give the prompt and they will generate a problem and solution for that. You can write a poem, you can generate images using DALL-E. You can use like there are a lot of tools available now for natural language processing. Also we have a lot of tools. So these kind of things are coming up in the market in the AI. And I think like if we don't learn AI, being a non-technical person also, if we don't learn AI, then obviously we are going to lag behind. Okay, so that's why it is very much important to learn these technologies, and to grow in our career also, and obviously to help our organization to optimize the things. So this is all about a historical journey of AI. But yeah, the most important aspect is why AI in business. So why AI is necessary in business. So when we talk about any tools, technologies, okay, so nowadays if you see, AI is just not in technology. When it is used strategically, it becomes a business advantage. Okay, so it can help leaders make decisions faster, better, even more accurate decisions, because those decisions are taken by looking into the data, not just by like gut feeling. So earlier you have seen a lot of leaders take decision based on their experience, but now we have a data also. So based on your experience, the experience is connected with the data, and now together you will can take a efficient decisions. So that's why AI is very important in business also. Second thing is also AI is allowing companies to automate their routine tasks. So you can take an example like bank are now using AI chatbots to answer thousands of customer queries, because chatbot is very important. Every customer have some kind of small problem also, and they are not willing to read the FAQs or QA. document of their banks. So instead, they would prefer typing the questions or queries, and they just want the answer. So obviously, these kind of things, like are automated, purely automated by lot of companies or industries where they have implemented these chatbots to answer their customers. Also, you can see that companies are now, like doing resource planning or maybe kind of risk analysis using AI. So you can take example from the airline industries where AI is helping them to decide how to price ticket dynamically based on the demand, based on any kind of event is there. So, like these kind of things are also happening. So different companies are leveraging AI based on their requirement. Okay. So if you see that in finance and marketing also, now they are using AI to detect frauds in real time. If they are assessing some kind of loan, obviously they can use AI to identify that if that person is legit or not to provide loan to him. The same way you can see in the marketing also, that now the AI is personalized offer. They are providing personalized offer for each customer. So, like in different industries, AI has been widely used, and it's important for everyone to understand that how AI can be, like used in industry, because if we don't understand, ultimately they are going to penetrate. Business peoples are going to use it. They are very much obsessed with it, and they wanted to reduce maybe like manual task. But again, with the rise of AI, we if we are aware of AI, how AI work, how AI can reduce manual work, then obviously, like no one is going to replace us. Instead, we will be very valuable resource for them. Okay. So these all things, like kind of AI is going to help every industry, bridging the gap between data, technology, and leadership. So obviously, we know we have the data in our industry. We should know the technology, and obviously we have the leadership. Then obviously we will be the best people who will be the knowing about the data, who will be knowing more the technology, who will know knowing more the leadership. And here we can convert any decisions into an actionable decisions or information taking. Okay. So this is how, like leaders are actually working in this field. So we should also be ready for this growth strategy. Okay. So our next slide is all about use cases in AI. So there are different use cases, but I will select few of the use cases to make you understand that how you can utilize this AI in your domain if you belongs to one of these domains. Okay. So let's see first customer service. So basically in customer service, everyone knows that AI chatbot or virtual assistants. So these two are the best, like features of AI which can handle customers 24/7. And the best thing is that, like when you are doing your business across continent or across different countries, then obviously AI chatbots are the best way, because no one is going to sit, like at midnight and answering your clients. So obviously this kind of, like chatbots is helping the people or helping the companies who are working across the borders. And also the best thing, when you are interacting with the customer through AI chatbots or virtual assistants, the best thing is that you can, like you can measure the sentiment of your clients also, or the stakeholders, that what kind of questions they're asking. Okay. And based on that, what responses your AI chatbot is providing them. So you can measure that how loyal your customer is to you. So, like this kind of application is very helpful in this customer service domain. The second I discussed earlier also in marketing, like you can use AI for personal recommendation. You can do for predictive targeting for your customers if you are running some ads or you got ads. So obviously you can, like target some precise people whom you wanted to get into your, like leads. And the same way, like in operations also, maybe you can, there are a lot of tools I know which can help with demand forecasting. Like there are a lot of companies normally they do this kind of inventory optimization or demand forecasting every quarterly. So obviously over there, if you have historical data, and if you connect those historical data to the AI model, and also you can give your expectation that okay, the next few months we are having some, like festive season. So obviously based on the festive season, your AI model can suggest you a very affordable inventory optimization techniques, or how much kind of raw materials you need to source because the next month is going to be festive season. So these kind of parameters they can consider, and they can like do demand forecasting also. So, so there are a lot of like maybe product management, supply chain. There are a lot of different fields. They can help you in lead scoring, in sales department, dynamic pricing. You can set in the sales if you are into this domain. In the project management, you can AI can help you in feature optimization. They can help you to like get the data that how much product uses has been done, what kind of feature you need to add based on the customer sentiment or customer feedbacks. So these all things you can incorporate using AI in your domain. Only the thing is you must be efficient working into that particular domain. And let us consider you are very much expert into supply chain, and you also came to know about AI. So now, if you know about the supply chain and if you know about the AI, then definitely you will try to implement that AI in your supply chain. Because when we work in any domain, we know what is pros and what is cons, where we are doing a lot of manual interventions. So how we can automate this manual intervention. So obviously, when you know about AI, then definitely you can at least you can generate a requirement that yes, this can be replaced by it. But if you don't know that this can be replaced, then you won't able to generate requirement also. So we are not implementing ourselves, but instead finding the way that yeah, if there is a gap, then it can be solved or not. If you don't know about the technology, then you won't able to tell that there is a gap or and it can be solved or not. You can see the gap, but you cannot answer that it can be solved or not. But if you have the knowledge of the technology, then you can tell that yes, there is a gap, then this is the technology which can solve the problem. And how to solve the problem, that you can define in an like in your requirement analysis. So let's move to the next slide, which is all about the tools that you require when you study this AI kind of stuff. Okay, so I will not get very much deep into it, but yeah, being an like if you want to get into this field, how to implement AI in different business. So basically, you should know about little bit of Python programming, but it's optional. There are a lot of no code tools also available, so you can work on those. Like we have Orange data mining tools, we have Vika. So these are no code platform tools. You don't have to code. You can directly like drag and drop the data. You can drag the model and you can build your predictive models. Okay, but again, in this, I'm discussing about from the perspective of this course. So you must have little bit of Python knowledge of Python programming language. You should have little bit knowledge of SQL, that is structured query language. The reason is while reporting, because you will do a lot of business reporting analysis, you have to fetch a lot of data. So you must know a little bit about SQL, that how to fetch the data, how to apply some filters, and so that the data can be used for training your models. After that, there are a lot of machine learning frameworks that also you should know. That is scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras are there, XGBoost are there. So these are the machine learning frameworks where you don't need to write the code from the scratch. So we have a lot of models or blocks that has been predefined or pre-built, or pre-trained models are also there. So you don't have to write the code from the scratch. Just like fetch these kind of frameworks and fetch the models from these frameworks, and they are ready to run on your data. So these are very easy things, and these things you can easily like learn in this course itself. Apart from that, this if you are a reporting manager, then obviously like you will love these visualization tools. We have very famous like libraries from the Python, that is Matplotlib and Seaborn. So when you ever wanted to turn your raw data into graphs or charts, then obviously this is perfect, because you don't have the time to go each and every rows and columns to understand the data. So visualization is the best technique where you can convert your whole data into a kind of visualization tools. Like pie chart is there, graphs are there. There are a lot of things you can do with these things. Okay. The another thing is like execution platform. once you have built your model, you should learn how to execute. So, like there are a lot of platform like Google Colab where you can learn these all things. AWS is there, Azure is there. So these are the platform where you will learn that how I can build my model and how I can upload my model on this platform so that people can use this, okay, your models, and they can get help from this. After that, the most important thing in AI or any like analytics field is exploratory data analysis, that is EDA tool. So obviously there is a two very famous library, that is pandas and numpy. Okay, so this EDA means like when you fetch some raw data, so there are a lot of duplicacy is there. You need to clean that data, you need to organize the data. So these all things are done in this EDA process, that is exploratory data analysis. Okay, so whenever working with the data, so 60 to 70% of the time you have to clean this data. So this is known as EDA, that is exploratory data analysis, and there are two famous libraries, that is pandas and numpy. Through this you can do this. Okay, so these are the tools, basic tools that you need to learn to get into this AI field. Okay, so next we will see that we have, yeah, so career opportunities in AI. This is the best slide, I think. So everyone should know that in which field you can go and work. So if you start with machine learning engineer, this is very common. So everyone who knows about AI or who don't know about AI, and if you have taken some course, if you have learned something about AI, then obviously you can be a machine learning engineer. This is a very, a high paying professional job where you will work with data, you will build models, and then you can propose some kind of application or system to your organizations. The same way, similar kind of role is with NLP engineers, where NLP stands for natural language processing engineer, data scientist, or maybe AI research scientist. In these all roles, you have to work with the data, you have to build models. But again, to work with the data, you must understand the data, you must understand the features, you must understand the business, then only you can work. That's why I said that if you are from one of the domain, maybe supply chain, maybe marketing, maybe sales, if you are into that domain and you're working every day, you're working with a lot of data, you just need to learn little bit of AI, and then you will come to know that how you can use this AI in your own domain. Okay, so but again, there is no restriction. You can learn this AI and you can jump into this field also, like data scientist, AI research scientist, okay, AI software engineers, where you will writing the codes using AI or large language models. You're not going to write codes manually. Okay, you are just directly writing the codes from the large language models and you are implementing in your software or application. The same way, if you are into cybersecurity, then obviously nowadays a lot of AI application is there who's helping cybersecurities professionals also to secure their networks. So over there also you can work. Apart from that, we have like business intelligence developers, we have AI robotics engineers. So nowadays you can see robotics engineers require a lot of AI people, because robots want to learn from the real time learnings, and then they need to take some decisions. So that's why AI is also implemented in robotics. A lot of implementation is happening in robotics with AI. After that, we have data or business analyst role. This is again generalized role, where if you have little bit knowledge of data, then obviously like you can get into data or business analyst role itself. Okay, so this is all about hot career where you can make transition. Okay, so this was all about like about the AI. So now like if you are really interested with the data, if you feel very passionate working with the data, and if you really work like you are interested to get a career in AI, then like this next few slides are going to be very much important for you, because UniAthena in collaboration with GMU Italy is coming up with a very new program, that is MBA in AI and business. If you can see over here on the screen itself, okay, this is the one of the MBA program. So it's not in very much technical, it's not very much non-technical. It's a mix of both the programs that we will see later on the curriculum also of this program. So again, this is in 60 cities credits program, and you will be be awarded with three certificates. The first, you will be awarded with masters in MBA in business, sorry, MBA in AI in business. And after that, you will be getting another certificate from CIQ, that is Cambridge International Qualification. And the third, you will be getting additional certificate from the CMI. Okay, so these all three certifications are very much reputed certifications. Two you will be getting from the UK, and the one you will be getting from the Italy. Okay, so we'll discuss, like in the next slide, independently all those three things. So this is the university from where you are going to get your master degree, and that is MBA AI in business. So this is a well established educational institution in Italy, and this college or university is recognized, by the Italian Minister of Education, Italy, and it follows European higher education area guidelines, commonly known as the Bologna process. So also, if you, it also ensure that the MBA that is having 60 ECTS credits. So this 60 ECTS credit, that is also known as European Credit Transfer System, is accepted internationally. Okay, so you can transfer these credits to different universities. You can take admissions to your higher education system, but again, it depends upon the universities. So a lot of university accept this type of credit system. That's a very good thing. So again, this university holds a U multi-rank classification, and that is a global university ranking system, and this is supported by European Commission. So when you earn a master's from this university, that is Marconi University, you are just not getting a piece of paper. You are earning a degree from a globally respected European universities, and this 60 CTS credit MBA program is going to add a tremendous credibility to your profile, especially if you are targeting roles in Europe, Middle East, or multinational company across the globe. Okay, so this is the university. We have another certification that we are having from Cambridge International University, Cambridge International Qualification CIQ, and this is based in UK. So again, now this is a globally recognized professional awarding body that is registered in the UK, and again, well respected and offers career aligned qualification in business, technology, leaderships, and of course, data analytics. So, but again, the most important thing is, these qualifications are credit rated under Scottish Credit and Qualification Framework, that is also known as SCQF. Okay. So, and all these credits are, formally mapped with the UK credit system. So whenever you get any credit from this CIQ, so obviously you can take admissions somewhere else with this credit transfer system. That's the good thing about, okay. So next, if we move to CMI, that is Chartered Management Institute. So this is an optional third certificate. You can opt for it, or maybe you can exempt it also, not a problem. So CMI is just not an award. So basically, it's the only chartered professional organizations in the UK, and it is dedicated to promoting excellence in management and leadership. So being certified by CMI means you are recognized as someone who meets the highest standard in leadership practices. Okay, and I must say that this organization is backed by a Royal Charter, which gives it a unique and prestigious standing in the UK. So obviously, if you really want to enhance your professional skill, then obviously you should go for CMI. Okay. Next few slide, I will talk about, why master degrees from a European university. Okay. So the first thing is it's globally recognized. Any European master degree, especially from the university aligned with the Bologna process, it's respected not only the Europe, but across the Middle East, Asia, Africa, and North Africa. So basically, it tells your employer, clients, or academic institution that you have received a world-class education that meets international standard. So that's the best thing that you must, whenever you are taking admission, you must see that this university falls or aligned with the Bologna process. Second, the program focus on practical assessment. So not just the exams. Okay, this is very important. You'll be applying your learning through business world. That I'll show you, like how we designed our curriculum with the case studies and real world problems. So that's why you will be applying your learning through real world business cases, projects, which means you graduate with skill. You can actually, like use these projects while in your CV also, that yeah, I have done this kind of projects, and you'll be ready for from the day one, that yeah, I am job ready. Okay. The third is, like a strong legacy of quality. Yes, obviously you must have known about this, that you all the European universities, especially those recognized by national education ministries, so they follow a culture of academic rigor, like they follow ethical practice and a lot of innovations. So definitely this is an education you can trust and be proud of. And like lastly, if you see UniAthena, it's provide a very affordable programs, and you have a great flexibility, starting from 9 months to 24 months to complete your course. So obviously, it's a great chance for you if you're looking for a credible, flexible, affordable, and globally, like relevant master's degree. Then obviously, this program or this kind of course is best suited for you. So this slide I will skip because this will be delivered later on. So let's see what's the inside the curriculum. So if you see, this complete curriculum is divided into two parts. The first part is your core business leadership topics. The first is your strategic leadership and HR practice in organization. So basically this model is focused on how to lead teams, inspire performance, and you may say align human capital with business strategies. So over here you will learn a little bit about managerial role. The next is strategic project management implementation. So obviously here you will learn project planning, resource allocation, risk management, and delivery strategies. So because you have to work in a product or maybe IT related fields, so obviously you must know how your project or products must be delivered. So this is all about strategic project management and implementation. The third module is your finance for business leaders. Again, being holding this management position, you must know about the finance also. So this module is all about understanding financial reporting, business models, and investment decision, so that you can also contribute to profitability and sustainability in your business. Okay, so these three modules are basically from the management background, and now we enter the AI domain, where you will start with first AI in business. So over here you will learn the fundamental of AI, understand what AI is, how it works, and most importantly, how it can be applied to real business problem. Okay, so it's not about that you have learned AI but you don't know how to implement in business. So that's the important thing, that you must understand how I can implement AI in my business. Okay, that's important. So in this module you are going to learn in this things. Okay, the second is Python programming. Again, as mentioned, you should know a little bit of Python so that you can implement AI. Okay, so don't worry, but you don't have to do a hard code. There are a lot of tools available where you can, just drag and drop and you can build a model. Like as I mentioned, Orange, we have Vika. Okay, but again, like over here, we are teaching Python in a very simple and business friendly way. Okay, so you won't feel any problem. You can learn this in a very easy way. Okay, the third module is exploratory data analysis and visualization. As I mentioned earlier also, before jumping into model building, you must clean the data, you must test the data, you must build some kind of visualizations to understand the data. So these all things are done in this module. Again, before jumping into machine learning application, so you should do a very good type of exploratory data analysis and visualization on your existing data, and then only you can build some machine learning. So obviously you are building some model, so obviously machine learning is very important. You must understand that what kind of model is used for what kind of problem. So over here, these kind of things you will be learning. And apart from that, there will be a capstone project where you are going to implement a real world problem. Okay, so you will be going to solve a real world problem. You will fetch a problem statement from your industry, or in whichever domain you are interested. You just get insight, you just find a problem statement and solve using this AI, so that you also will understand that yes, I can solve some business problem. Okay. So, but again, the best thing is, like these all things you are learning not just theoretically. Okay. There is a lot of lab sessions for you where you can see, you can learn, you can practice also, because we are going to give you, like Python scripts. You can download this Python scripts, you can upload in your own platform, maybe Google Colab, and you can execute step by steps. We will give you data sets also. Each and everything will give you from our end. So that we will share, we'll see in the next slides. Okay. So see, as I mentioned, so we have something very much unique over here. Okay. So what unique we have? We have, just a moment. Okay, so we have case studies integrated into essential reading. We have lab sessions, interacting video demonstration. We have case studies in lab sessions also. We have full machine learning end-to-end projects, and we are giving you, like Python script for self-practice and a lot of data set to practice on. Okay, so okay, so let me stop this presentation. I will show some videos so that it will be easier for you to understand how it's working. Okay, so over here you can see we have unit 1 and unit 2. Over here you can, in the lesson 6, you can see that we have case study over here. Okay, in the unit 2, you can see that we have case study in lesson number 15 and lesson number 6. So through this case study, you will come to know that how actually you are going to implement any technology in your existing setup. Okay. Next, we have lab sessions. This is very important because without lab session, you won't able to understand how we are going to implement any model and how you can build any model for your business. Okay, let me play.
Welcome to the lab session on hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameter tuning in deep learning is the process of selecting the optimal hyperparameters for a neural network to enhance its performance. These hyperparameters, such as learning rate, batch size, and the number of layers, significantly impact the model's ability to learn and generalize from data. Techniques like grid search, random search, and Bayesian optimization are commonly used for tuning. Effective hyperparameter tuning can lead to improved model accuracy, faster convergence, and better overall performance on the task at hand. We'll start by preparing our dataset, which is a crucial first step in any machine learning workflow. We begin by importing the necessary function from the sklearn.
Sorry, sir. Sorry to interrupt. We can't able to see the screen actually.
Just a moment. I'm
Okay.
trying to reshare.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Welcome to the lab session on hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameter tuning in deep learning is the process of selecting the optimal hyperparameters for a neural network to enhance its performance. These hyperparameters, such as learning rate, batch size, and the number of layers, significantly impact the model's ability to learn and generalize from data. Techniques like grid search, random search, and Bayesian optimization are commonly used for tuning. Effective hyperparameter tuning can lead to improved model accuracy, faster convergence, and better overall performance on the task at hand. We'll start by preparing our dataset, which is a crucial first step in any machine learning workflow. Welcome to the information about 3 types of iris plants. Each sample includes 4 features: sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width, and the target variable represents the species of the iris. Next, we load the iris dataset using the following code. In this snippet, load_iris returns a dictionary-like object containing the dataset. We assign this object to the variable iris. The iris.data contains the feature matrix X, which consists of the measurements of the iris flowers. The iris.target holds the target vector Y, which contains the class labels of the iris flowers. Now it's time to split this data into training and testing sets, a crucial step in evaluating the performance of our machine learning models. To achieve this, we use the train_test_split function from the sklearn.model.
So I hope this is clear that how we are doing this.
Score selection.
Okay, if you see, we have case studies in lab sessions also. Not only we have lab sessions, we have implemented, like case studies also in lab sessions, so that you should know that how real world or scenarios can be added. And also, you should also understand how real business or tech scenarios of, like how you can solve those kind of challenge actually, what you face in your real business. And also, it will encourage active discussion. And, when you start working on these case studies, when you solve these problems, then obviously a lot of question will come that how I can do this, how I can do that. So these all problems or Q&A, it can easily be solved by yourself itself when you will practice this kind of, like lab sessions. So I can show you a snippet of another case studies over here. You can see.
Welcome to the lab session on logistic regression. Let's first take a moment to discuss our objectives and requirements. The objective of this lab session is to predict the telco customer churn rate. Churn prediction is an analytical study on the possibility of a customer abandoning a product or service. The goal is to understand and take steps to change it before the customer gives up the product or service. We will be using telco customer churn dataset with a dimension of 7043 by 21. This dataset can be downloaded from the reference material section. The dataset has 20 independent variables and 1 dependent variable, churn.
So over here, you can see now we are working on a real-time data set that is, like to predict the telco customer churn rate. And this is a very famous data set, and this is very important for you all those who are working in telecom sector or maybe working in any product where you can identify the churn rate of your organization for any product. So, like working through these kind of lab sessions, you will come to know that similar kind of model I can also build, and how I can explain that what's the reason behind it, why the churn is happening, and how to control that. So this lab session is just not a lab session, it's complete case study. So from top to bottom, you will get every piece of business information, not only executions of the code. Okay, so I'll show you a little bit more. I'll show the last section of this lab session so that you will understand how we are going to explain our results.
Dataset is a collection has opted for paperless activity made by port. Inside brackets, high indicate additional reference material, false positives, and false negatives. That's all for this. Model performs well in terms of identifying 6 generates a comprehensive report containing various evaluation metrics for each class, churn and non-churn. Print, inside brackets and double quotes, classification report, classification underscore report. Inside brackets, y_test, y_pred. For class 0, not churned customers, the precision is 0.85, indicating that 85% of the customers predicted as not churned were correctly classified. For class 1 churned customers, the precision is 0.66, meaning that 66% of the customers predicted as churned were correctly classified. The recall for class 0 is 0.90, indicating that 90% of the actual not churned customers were correctly identified by the model. For class 1, the recall is 0.55, meaning that 55% of the actual churned customers were correctly identified. F1 score, the harmonic mean of precision and recall. 0.87 is F1 score, providing a balanced measure of the model's performance on class 0.
So I hope this is very much clear that how we are solving a real world problem. Okay. So apart from that, we have end-to-end projects also where you can, you can see a business scenario, that what the business scenario is. Then we will see what the business is facing, what kind of problem, and how it can be solved using AI. So we have those kind of lab sessions also. You can see we have this lab sessions on YouTube also. You can check this out.
Hello, learners. Welcome to the session on business scenario for a machine learning project. Once upon a time in a bustling city, there was a retail clothing company known for its dedication to customer satisfaction. They offered a unique service to their clients: free stylist appointments. It was a concept that set them apart in the competitive world of fashion retail. Clients, fashion enthusiasts, and shoppers from all walks of life flocked to their chic store, eager to experience this personalized styling service. The company's belief was simple: by providing expert fashion advice and personalized styling, they could not only enhance the customer experience but also boost sales. As the popularity of the stylist appointments grew, so did the need for data-driven insights. The company realized that understanding their customers better could be the key to unlocking even greater success. Since they had a wealth of information at their fingertips in the form of a detailed dataset containing information about previous customers, their preferences, and their purchase history. To harness this valuable data, the company decided to hire a data scientist. There were 2 goals they were trying to accomplish. First, to predict the amount of money that a particular customer would spend in the clothing store per year. And second, determine whether the mobile application or the website was the better option in terms of sales. The data scientist dived into the dataset with enthusiasm.
So this was, like a glimpse of how you will learn this AI technology using case studies, using live business problems, and then you will try to solve that. Okay. So again, now we will give you some Python scripts also. All the case studies that is there on our platform, they'll be accessible to you. You can download this Python script and you can practice by your own. See, this kind of Python script will be there in the essential reading section. Apart from that, we will give you the Python file also, so that you can easily upload into the Google Colab or maybe Jupyter, and then you can practice. We will provide you a lot of data sets also. Whatever the data set that we have used to make these models, then obviously you can work with those data sets also. Those all are available online and you can download it and practice it. Okay, so this kind of data set is there, so it will be very efficient for you. So thank you very much. I hope it was a wonderful session, and I hope you understand what is AI and how it can be implemented in business. So thank you, Lynn. Over to you.
Yeah. So thank you so much, sir, for that detailed and insightful overview of the program. I'm sure attendees now have a much clearer picture of what to expect from the MBA in AI in business. So thank you so much, sir. Now, let me take this moment to discuss some information about UniAthena. So let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah. Yeah, Lynn, now we can see.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So UniAthena is an edtech organization offering online free learning upskilling courses and affordable academic degree programs in a flexible manner. So we have founded in 2019 and is owned by Westford Education Ventures, generally known as Westford Education Group, operating since 2008 in higher education sector. We have 3 million plus learners from 146 plus countries, and we are offering 600 plus courses in collaboration with 10 plus international university. So let me highlight a few of our collaborators, and they are Abate University, UCAM, GMU Italy, CIQ, CMI, SQA, and Acacia University, EIA Business, European Business School, and FEDE. So now let me talk about why UniAthena. So here we are following a flexible payment method. Here you can pay as you progress in the course, so that which helps the learners, which helps to reduce the financial burden of our learners. And we are 100% online. So this is very suitable for all the working professionals, since all the video tutorials, reading materials, workshops, everything available online. So you can access from anywhere at any time. And we are self-paced, so here we are following a flexible course duration so that you can learn at your own pace. And all our programs are backed by globally recognized universities, so that all our programs are globally recognized ones, and all our learners will get assistance from a personal tutor or academic associate throughout their learning journey with UniAthena. And here we are following a modular course delivery. That means here we are following a modular approach. All the courses are divided into different modules, small manageable units, so that the learner can complete the course in a very effective way. And the most exciting part is to being a part of a global classroom, so that you can learn with students from across 120 plus countries. Next, I would like to talk about how our courses are designed. So our courses designed in a very simple and organized way. So here you could see that all our courses are divided into different modules, and all our modules are divided into different units, and these units are made of lessons. And each of our lessons are structured in 4 levels. So the level 1 is, it is a video lecture. Here you will get some short videos, high quality videos, which explain the key concepts of that particular lesson. And level 2 is essential reading. So here you will get some written notes, so that when you go through these notes, you can enhance your knowledge. And the next one is level 3, which is some recent reference material based on this topic, which is available in a download format. So this extra materials will help to expand the knowledge. The next one is level 4. This is additional resources. This level is for additional knowledge. Here you will get some articles. It could be a journal. It could be a newspaper. It could be a thesis. Any reason materials which is based on this particular topic. So when you go through this level 4, you can get some additional information about that particular topic. This is how our each lessons are structured. So this layered approach will help you to progress step by step. So next, to talk about our payment method, I would like to invite Ms. Fatima Rasi, Head of Business and Academic Programs. So over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. We follow a very affordable payment structure. You can pay either per course module or you can pay as per schedule. Pay per module is a flexible payment plan that we follow, wherein you pay for one module, then you pay for the next one once you finish the first module and ready to begin the second one. The pay per schedule is a scheduled payment wherein you pay an initial registration fee and then you pay some amount monthly till you reach your certification stage. Early exit award. Now, this is another advantage or benefit of this program. You can claim an early exit award for whatever amount of modules, whatever number of modules you've completed. If you've done two modules, if you've done four modules, whatever, and due to some situation, some scenario comes up wherein you have to exit in the middle of a program. So whatever you've done, you can claim a certification or certificate or diploma against the course portion which you've completed. So you can claim a certificate for this. Now we come to the eligibility criteria. We have two routes to entry. One is academic, the second one is mature entry. Now, for academic entry, you must be having a bachelor's degree from a recognized institution. Or if one doesn't have a bachelor degree, you can apply through the mature entry route, wherein you need to have an A level qualification along with 5 years of managerial work experience. You need to submit proof of the work experience in the form of experience certificates. Okay, course transfer and module exemption. Now, credit transfer, sorry. So we have an option wherein you've done some, PGC course or a diploma program, and you want to transfer credits for that. You can submit an exemption application, a module exemption application, and you can, submit all the necessary documentation. You will be getting module exemptions. It will be evaluated by our experts and they will give you exemptions based on the proof which you have provided. If you've done the courses with us, maybe some PGC or PGD, you will be getting exemption. Okay, now hear it from the learners. Now we have Miss Kosangaya. She's a brand manager from Zimbabwe. She's done the same program, MBA Business Intelligence and Data Analytics. She says that the flexible online learning format allowed me. Can we get back to the same slide?
Yes, sorry. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, allowed me to balance professional commitments while accessing world class. Uh, just a second, because I cannot read it, Lynn. I think, there is something there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn, yeah. So the flexible online learning format allowed me to balance my professional commitments while accessing world-class education. So she is a brand manager in Zimbabwe. Now, we also have Miss Rahima Jahangir. She is a faculty program leader, bachelor's in computer science in the UAE. She's done the master in data science. She says the exceptional flexibility of the course structure allowed me to learn at my own pace, an advantage that I truly appreciate. So here we've seen, what our learners are saying with us. Now we are open to questions. If anybody has any queries, any questions, they can write in the chat box. We'll take them one by one. So Lynn, I think you can take the questions. We'll try to respond to them.